Хогвартс Legacy. Посмотрим, как работает стрим, все ли хорошо. Я пока сверну, закрою немножко лишнего. Раз. А сейчас будет сброшена ссылочка на прямой эфир в мой телеграм-канал. Вы ее посмотрите и присоединяйтесь к нашему стриму. Вот. Смотрим, обсуждаем. Погнали. Я, как всегда, отслеживаю прямой эфир, так что буду рад вашим сообщениям. Подключайтесь, играем. Так, ну я уже загрузился. Я надеюсь, там тоже все будет хорошо на стриме. Отлично. Я уже вижу картинку, картинка работает. Ну, идем дальше. Куда мы бежим? Так, ну вот же на карте все есть. Пойдемте. Музыка на фоне, пускай играет, все стабильно. Двое человек смотрят, ну один я, понятно. И еще кто-то к нам присоединился. Приветствую всех, кто присоединился к стриму Учитель играет Хогвартс Legacy. Спасибо, что вы зашли на наш канал. Оставьте свое сообщение, комментарий. О, смотрите, как игра провисает. Видимо, это будет очень короткая часть, но зато мы сделаем выводы, что для стрима мое железо, которое вы видите, не так сильно тянет. Ну, хоть что-то, хотя бы мы для себя выяснили. И нам нужно будет немножко подождать. Ну, может, игра прогрузится, и все будет хорошо. Вот. А мы продолжаем. Здравствуйте.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Напишите, пожалуйста, как у вас картинка. Все ли хорошо с ней?
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Давайте поговорим с профессором.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. And don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Обязательно. Про друзей никогда не забываем.
Revelio.
Вроде бы игра работает, все хорошо. Мужчина, вы что тут с палочкой ходите? Вы могли мне в глаз тыкнуть. Давайте почитаем.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Так, а чё? Я хочу другое, второстепенное задание. А, ну ты меня сейчас не пустишь, да? Хорошо. Хорошо. Да, ладно, я понял. Выбери второстепенное задание. Ой, сколько заданий-то. Тренировка комбинаций. Экспелиармус. Пойдемте на тренировку комбинаций.
Have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Хорошо. Сейчас мы потренируемся на дуэли. Потом еще чуть-чуть. И еще чуть-чуть. И будем величайшими чародейками и волшебниками. Ага, инцендио.
Incendio.
И новый уровень в кармане. Привет, Люка.
Future champion coming through.
Я хочу потренироваться.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Конечно, да.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Здравствуйте, Сергей Иванович. На бегите.
Incendio. Leviosa.
Nicely done.
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Хватит. А какие каркунов?
Incendio.
Наверное, где-то.
Accio.
Хорошо. Видимо, ни один нормальный стрим у нас не пройдет без звонков. Всегда так начинают, что вчера, что сегодня.
Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Гоняем, работаем.
Good one. Impressive wand work. I take to face you in a duel.
Всегда надо звонить. Да, без тебя бы я не
Thanks,
справился.
Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again.
Люкан,
Plus,
пойдем
you'll be
драться
even more
уже.
formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Все, сразу
Hello,
идем
Lucan.
драться.
Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Непременно.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
А, пойдем
Yes,
с ней.
Natty.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Четверо? Мне это нравится. Ну, они были легкими. Что стоите-то? У нас сюда иди. А вы будете сражаться? Давайте я постою вот так вот. И правильно, да. Сюда иди. Полетаем. А прям можно инцендио?
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
Да,
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Спасибо.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with.
Позвонят люди
Now that we've
испортят
definitively
своим-
crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Спасибо большое. Мы идем на следующее здание. Уклоняйся от атак врагов, используя кувырок. Ну ладно. Это чё? Травология. Видимо, побочное задание. Так, а это что? Девушка из Лагаду. А ну пойдем в деревушку. Пешком пойдем. Вы что хотели?
The best duelist won, I suppose.
А, да, спасибо. Побежали, побежали, пешочком, да. Мы зожники. Совушка. О, карта стала прорисовываться и сразу же все немножко затормозилось. Ладно, будем надеяться, что все будет хорошо.
This looks intriguing.
Бытное место. Ну, это хижина хада, это походу.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Привет, привет.
Hello, Natty. How are
I'm
you?
well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
Ладно,
They
тебе
want
признаюсь.
something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Блин, я отвлекся.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Такое, что случилось?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stay behind!
Oh, I shall enjoy this. My best mix.
Древняя магия.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. We can hold them! Did you learn that?
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student off of my dead body! Hang on!
No, don't. I've had enough of this.
Эх, не то нажал. Завершай. Минус. Магия.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Здравствуйте.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio.
А, ну тут надо огонь зажечь.
Incendio.
Подойдет любое.
Flames make the pyre sink.
Может быть, потом еще другие огненные заклинания. Ну, все, вот вы их зажигаете, и сейчас появится такая своего рода маска.
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Ура! Мы выполнили побочку.
Revelio.
Сундучок.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Подсвечивается то, что можно собрать. Ага, вот я вам напоминал, что можно избавиться. Что нам в прошлой сессии я напоминал, что можно избавляться от
I'm Jalal Singh, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
А можете их разобрать.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Абсолютно в любом магазине. Видите, у нас тут накопилось. Сейчас мы
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
Разом нельзя все продать. Вот, а это можно у него приобрести. Все, продали и денежку.
Hope to see you again sometime.
Теперь мы можем собирать снова вещички. Так, ну это уже было. Так, что тут у нас есть? Защитные очки. Пам. Так, ну пока мы рядом, надо по бочку. Здравствуйте.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn.
Так, а у меня побочка выполняется, та, которая... А, ну да, один раз я выполнился, хорошо. Получилось.
Revelio.
Так, а это что, напомните мне? А, это... Да, вот она. Монеточки кто-то оставил. Ты на меня? Голову с плеч.
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. Incendio! Revelio. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Не получилось. Ну, где вы еще? Где еще враги?
That was quite something. Now to Freon's carts. Revelio. Incendio. Here. Revelio.
А где тележечки? Я их не вижу.
Revelio.
Просто открыть. Открыть. Подождать. Держать.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to arm.
Все, мы поехали. Это вот такое сочетание необходимо. Вот эти вот камешки надо с помощью акции притянуть. И они вот станут вот сюда, сами уже автоматически. Так, вон еще где-то, видите, есть. О, лайфхак.
Incendio. Accio.
Сюда.
Revelio.
Так, и еще будет. А вот, они подсвечены. Вот, собственно, еще одно задание можно находить. Все, теперь можно возвращаться. Избавимся от этих. Сюда иди.
Yes, Leviosa.
You are promoting
Поганки.
Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
Там еще одно испытание. Но мы должны же хоть немножко сюжетную линию продвинуть. А не только побочки. Здравствуйте. Вы мне еще
On,
машете?
I have good news. Your cards are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your cards fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, On. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Да, без проблем. Так, там что-то новое было. И типа получше. Защита получше. О, здравствуйте. Не будем мы такие очки на себе носить. И это мы тоже уберем из виду. Так. Нет, это не лучше. А, ну это можно палочки наконечник. Ну это рукоятки менять. О, рябиновый отвар плюсом. Так, ну, как я помню, это что-то надо в море тебе найти. Ну, в море, озере. Сейчас смотрит один. Ура, я остался один. Я сам смотрю свой стрим. Ура, это успех. О, я могу это изучать экспеллиармус, продвинутый уровень. Здравствуй.
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Да, для тех, кто не знает, ну, хотя игра уже давно вышла, да, в этой игре можно плавать.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Вот. Точка, куда мы погружаемся. И у нас начинается загрузка. А, нет. Не загрузка. Она ищет просто. В других моментах будет типа это, что она попадает в другое место. При этом. Так, ну вот еще одна нам виднеется. Плывем к ней. Погружаемся. Буль-буль-буль-буль. Так. Это успех. Она нашла ее.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Всем привет. Вижу, что пишете. Приветствую вас на стриме «Учитель играет Хогвартс. Наследие. Прохождение 5-я часть». Решил попробовать застримить эту игру. И вроде бы все хорошо. Поначалу небольшие были лаги. Но вроде бы прогрузилось. Все проработало, все хорошо. Конечно, картинка оставляет желать лучшего.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
Ставим лайки, пишем комментарии. Спасибо огромное.
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me. And for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
Хорошо, я
Thank you
подумаю
again.
над твоим
And I do
предложением.
hope you keep diving. You certainly have...
Что ж, возвращаемся в Хогвартс. Нужно хоть выполнить одну сюжетную миссию. Сейчас прокачаем Экспеллиармус и одну сюжетку мы сделаем. Так, тут еще... А, вот этот... Сейчас проверим, чья это все-таки хижина.
Revelio.
А, где-то внутри это. Инструменты смотрителя. Ну, хотя Хагрид был смотрителем, но в тот момент он только еще, наверное, родился. Поэтому, ну, сюжет игры разворачивается задолго до событий. Вроде за 60 лет до событий игры мира Гарри Поттера. Если я ошибаюсь, то поставьте мне дизлайк. Вот. И тогда Хагрид 60 лет назад, может быть, его еще не было на свете даже, а только его родители встретились. Вот еще одна. Алахамору мы еще пока не выучили, поэтому мы еще не можем пока открывать двери с навешанными замками. Поэтому это все в будущем. Ага, да, то же самое. Пока нельзя. Тарам-тарам-тарам-тарам. Пам-пам-парам-парам-пам. А нам сейчас опять профессор нас будет ждать. А, в течение дня. Все, что ли, нельзя? Да, я хочу подождать. Здравствуйте. Теперь можно?
Professor, I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigella's Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
Еще что ли подождать? Ладно, еще подождем. Теперь-то можно. Понятно. Профессор, подождите, я еще не изучила.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused
Ура,
mind
новое
and a
заклинание.
steady
Пробел,
wand.
пробел, пробел. Эх, пробел, идыщ.
Good work. The dummy is here.
У нас появилось новое заклинание. Expelliarmus. Ай, а что я сделал? Я что-то не то сделал. Надо вот это.
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing.
Круто.
Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Спасибо, мне тоже понравилось.
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Идем на травологию. Пойдемте. Травология моя. Сейчас дверь открою, тяжелая.
Revelio.
Ударилась. Новая точка.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Yeah.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Да ничего, выжили, все в порядке.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting table.
Давайте поговорим.
I wonder if
Можно
hippogriffs
не
like
стоять, а?
knotgrass.
О, услышал.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Идем
Niffler's
сажать
fancy
семена
or
бадьяна.
roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld
Это не
potion,
будет 10
as you all
минут
should know from
готово.
Professor Sharp's class.
Отлично.
Well done!
всё.
Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find
это
that some
хорошее
plants are
оружие.
better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Хорошо.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But you'll lead. Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
О,
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Халявные эти.
Revelio.
А вот она.
Just
Капуста.
toss the cabbages at it.
Капуста. Жующая
They'll do the rest.
капуста. Спасибо. Так. А я не то сделал.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on.
Мяу.
Mum planted some in
Меня
her
не
garden
покусала.
last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the denoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Всё, мы закончили?
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Все в порядке. Это хорошо.
Revelio.
Там мне уже откроют.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always...
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Спасибо большое за этот урок.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Так. Тоже теперь бежим к следующему заданию. Прибежим и остановимся. Меня мальчики зажали, видели, да? Я этого не хотел. А, зелеварение. Ну, это надолго. Он там закончить, вот поэтому мы здесь остановимся. Всем огромное спасибо, что кто заходил на стрим. Смотрите и дальше продолжение нашей игры Хогвартс Наследие. Это была 5-я часть. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на наш Яндекс.Канал, на мой телеграм-канал, на телеграм моих друзей, хотел сказать. В общем, еще раз на YouTube канал, на Яндекс.Канал и на мой телеграм. Все ссылочки будут в описании. И всем хороших выходных и замечательных праздников. Все, всем пока-пока. Так, не выключилось. А теперь... F8. Почему-то не выключается.